Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tara. Welcome to your 2021 January reading. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about this brand new year. Swinging into some pretty powerful energy actually. I've been doing quite a few of my year ahead readings and collective reading with my Patreon peeps, and woo! It seems like 2020 had brought up a lot of stuff that had been kind of pushed back. It was laying dormant. A lot of just collective stuff, personal stuff, us as individuals, but also just energetically on the planet. And I just get this sense that 2021 is going to be now the time to choose to work through that stuff that came up, so that we can transmute that into something pretty freaking awesome. So anyway, I want to dive into this reading. I just want you to know that this is just a general reading. It's the general energy that's out there. So what I think is fantastic is, with all the general readings that, other readers have, it's just tapping into the different aspects of that energy. I think that's awesome because I like to watch other people's general readings too. And it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting too. I'll stay on the lookout for that. So, just kind of keep that in mind. If you want something that is more for you, one-on-one, just you and I and possibly Loki or Wally, then you can head over to my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different reading types. There's also a link that takes you over to my Etsy shop, which I have my Roomba body sprays, I have my salves, I have my bracelets, I have, all kinds of good stuff. So definitely check that out over there. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this. Let's first just take a look at the decks that I have. I have my Wally's World Oracle. And that's my little Wally Wallito there. So I'm going to use this for our theme for 2021. I also have the Happy Tarot. I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was like appropriate for this reading. And I brought my charms. So I have all these like cool, cutesy, like little charms. So we're going to dive into that as well. And I decided on a crystal for January 2021. The crystal that I best felt energetically is going to be what jumps us off into this new year. And so I was really getting a feel for amethyst. This particular amethyst is got that deep, deep, deep purple color, and this is from Uruguay. And yeah, it's got some pretty powerful energy. Did a meditation with it. I've done several meditations with it, and it's just like awesome. So I don't know if you guys have some amethyst laying around. Maybe you can create a little like grid for the year or something like that. That might be awesome. Might want to maybe put some amethyst in there, or maybe use it as the center stone, for your grid. But just an idea. You can use it in some spell work for the new year. But yeah. Okay, so before we pull these cards, just want to let you know that the Leon Mystery School is open, obviously. So maybe if you want to start off the year learning some new things or enhancing stuff that you already know, then definitely check out my Leon Mystery School, which is on my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. It is myself and many other teachers that you will recognize from here on YouTube. And we're teaching everything from Mayan astrology to working with crystals to working with the science of spirituality and crystals. We also have past lives, like, working with the tarot and past lives, ancestor work, spells, love spells, lots of good stuff. So definitely go check it out. We'd be happy to have you over there. And it's 4 weeks. You get 4 weeks, tons of videos, audio, once a week, one-on-one with your teacher. And it's about a community coming together. So, you get to share ideas, talk about stuff, lots of just chock full of goodness. Like, these instructors are the bomb. And you get a certificate of completion at the very end, signed by me, the headmistress of Leon Mystery School. And if you could see Wally back there, there he is. Wally also has signed it, and so has Loki. So anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I want to pull a card for our theme for 2021. Hello, 2021, is it me that you're looking for? Okay. Oh, alrighty. Great. So this actually is a picture that was taken by my stepmom. She went on a vacation with my father. They went down to Machu Picchu, and actually this is Lake Titicaca. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I've always wanted to, one day I too shall take a trip. But what I'm seeing for the theme, reflective, reflection, that's what 2021 is. That's the energy that I'm tapping into, that it is reflection. It's reflecting on not just the past year, 2020, but just kind of reflecting on maybe the past 10 years, the past 5 years, maybe even more, maybe the past 20, 30 years, and kind of seeing what led to what led to what. You know, when I did this, where did that take me? And then what did I learn from this? And then where did I go after that? And what has brought me to here, 2021? And also thinking about what are some decisions or ways of thinking that maybe have hindered me, you know, and possibly, you know, moving forward in the way I want to. Or maybe there's something that you've been trying to work on, manifest for quite some time. And now that you do this reflective process, as you're looking back, you might be seeing, you know, areas where maybe you were hindering your own progress, even though it's something that you've desperately wanted for a while. And then maybe there are places where you're like, wow, you know, it seemed like when I did this, it just seemed like it manifested just like so quickly. And then you want to see the decisions you made, or at least the mindset that you were in at that very time, to get you to where you wanted to be. So this is really a time, 2021, at least at the start of 2021 is what I'm getting, of a time to just sit and reflect. You know, what are things that came up for me? How did I deal with it? What were some positives that, you know, came out of this past year, this past 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you know, so on and so forth. Where are some negatives, and how could I transmute those negatives into something that is beneficial for myself, or even beneficial for the people around me? So this is quite a time to really sit and reflect, because I think that the time for shying away from reflection is over. That's what 2020, at least in my opinion, has taught us. You know, again, I know there's all these puns like hindsight is 2020, but seriously, you know, as a group, I'm not saying like you guys as individuals, but as a group, as a whole, a lot of people have decided to ignore some stuff. They decided not to look into the mirror. They've decided not to reflect, you know, for so long, that when 2020 came around, it was a whole lot of like, what's going on? Like, what? What do I do now? My whole world is, you know, for some people, my whole world is turned upside down. Now what do I do? You know, so now that we've had that moment, let's reflect on that and see how that can carry us forward into 2021. All right, so that is our theme. Thank you, Wally. Wally's on my lap right now. He's gonna help us out with this reading. I mean, my readings are always better with my kittens anyway. Okay, so what I want to do for this, the cards that I'm going to be pulling are for health, wealth. Wealth, again, is not always just money, but just like abundance in all forms. Relationships and career. So relationships of all kinds. So that could be love relationships. It could be friendships. Well, I mean, we love our friends too. You know, family, all different types of relationships. So health, wealth, relationships, and career. What's the general energy surrounding those things? How could we utilize those bits of energy to our advantage? And remember that, you know, if something comes across and you're like, oh wow, like I don't want that, then this is the opportunity to say, okay, that's what could be. So I can take the steps now to make sure that that doesn't happen. Or if it's something that you do want to have happen, what are the steps that I can continue to take to make sure that that thing comes to fruition? Because really, the future is just kind of like floating there, you know, because we're here in the present, which is where you should be, you know. But if there's something that you want to achieve, just know that there's like these floating kind of like could be scenarios, you know, and then you decide, okay, I want to lock onto that one, or I'm going to lock onto that one. And that's what I'm going to make my reality. Okay, so let me pull these 4 cards first. So health, wealth, and that's your abundance in all kinds, relationships, and career. Okay. Hello, Happy Tarot. And then I want to use the charms. So I have the cards just kind of face down right now, and I just want to pull a charm for each one. The charms are too loud for Wally. Okay. All right. So the first charm that came up for health, we have a letter B. So remember with this, maybe some things connect with you, some things don't. There's a lot of people that watch these, so it's okay if there are some things that just don't connect with you. But if this letter connects with you in some way, you know, then go with your intuition, I say. Okay, here, oh, we have the Strength card. Heck yeah! Oh, you know what I'm getting this as? Kind of like, oh, the name escapes me, but the rune that looks like a letter B, it's all about birthing something new, some new thing. And so with this Strength card, and since this is related to health, and again, it could be like global health, it could be just spiritual health, it could be physical health, it could be mental health, you know, take health in a broad sense. But I do feel that there is a new vitality to some sort of health issue. So perhaps it was, you know, mental health, you know, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, almost like the Eight of Swords or even the Nine of Swords, or maybe even both combined. And now maybe you're taking steps towards improving that mental health, you know, deciding that your health is absolutely important, and mental health is just as important as working out in the gym. You know, we have to keep our minds as well in that TLC. We got to give TLC to our minds as well. And so sometimes we have to go seek a trainer, which is basically like a therapist or a counselor or, you know, psychiatrist, psychologist. And remember that, you know, not everybody connects with everybody out there. So you have to find somebody who you actually mesh with, just like a tarot reader. Like not everybody connects with every tarot reader out there, but that's good because we have so many different tarot readers. You know, you'll find somebody that you connect with. Okay, so, but I am getting that there's this newness, there's something new, there's something, you know, just great about the steps that you're taking in terms of health. Again, this could be physical health, it could be spiritual health, it could be mental health, it could be the health of the planet. But just know this is just a confirmation that you're on the right track. Whatever it is that you may have already started, come January 2021, this is you're doing the right thing. Okay, so whether you've decided, you know, I'm going to start paying a little bit more attention to my physical health. Not saying everybody needs to get like yoked or anything like that, but just you know, for some people it's like I want to cut back on this, or I want to meet up with a dietitian, or you know, I want to meet up with a personal trainer, or it's just I need to get moving more. I just need to move more. I just need to like go walking or something like that. But yeah, whatever it is that you're doing is really going to solidify some good strong change. You know, birthing a new way of life. You know, your outlook on mental health, physical health, spiritual health, whatever it may be, seems awesome. All right, I'm looking forward to that. All right, then we go into wealth, and I had this little die, and the little die showed up with the skull and crossbones, and we have the Eight of Wands. So it almost seems contradictory, right? But this is what I'm getting as it pertains to wealth. So the beginning of the year, I know it's newness. Everybody's all excited. It's 2021. I want to go out and like do a lot of stuff. This is just a reminder, and I'm getting this as money. You know, of course, like prosperity, abundance, all of that wealth. It's a broad term, right? But here I'm zeroing in on money, actually. Just to be careful where you are just letting the dollar bills fly. You know, sometimes I say we because me too. It's not just the royal we. But we tend to sometimes like spend a little here, spend a little there, and we don't realize how much that adds up. It's like, oh, well, it was only $5 here and it was only $10 here. But if I've done that like maybe 10 times during the month, and I've done that, you know, 10 $10 things, mathematicians, that's a lot of money. You know, it's like, oh, did I really need this? Do I really need this? Could I have waited like a month or two? So in order to not have any issues in the future, probably a month from now or something like that, just make sure that you're very cognizant of where you're giving of your money. But I'm also getting to giving of your time and energy. Sometimes it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to give this person 5 minutes, this person 10 minutes, you know, and everybody's got your attention, everybody's got your time, and you got nothing for yourself, and now your gas tank is empty. Same thing with the wallet, a little here, a little there, and it's okay to, you know, be charitable and give, but, you know, you got to remember yourself too. You know, you could run your wallet dry. So maybe I could give a bigger donation if I just save up for a couple of months instead of like $1 here, $1 there. I could actually probably give like $100, you know, someplace. Or if I want to buy something, maybe I save up and I wait to get the thing instead of just. Okay, so just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. For when it comes to your wealth, your prosperity. So money and time, actually, your energy. All right, relationships. We have the letter G. And we have the devil. All right. These are the relationships that we feel bound to, but we don't have to be bound to them if we don't want to be. And for the G, all I was thinking is like, you go, girl. Whether or not you're male or female. You go, girl, or it's all good. That's kind of what I was getting with the G. Like, it's all good. Keep it G. But yeah, so when it comes to relationships of all kinds, not just your romantic relationships, your familial relationships, your friendships, but think about people that you feel like, oh, I have to because it's my mom. I have to because I've known this person for like 30 years. Oh, I have to. But think about when you don't want to do something, or you don't want to hang out with somebody, or you don't want to do what they're asking you to do. Don't feel that you have to just because you've known the person for 30 years, or just because this person's your mom, or, you know, whatever it is. I'm not saying to like be a D about things, but just think that, you know, don't feel that you are obligated to do certain things just because of the relationship you have to that person, or how long you've known that person. You know, if you do things for them, it should be because you want to, and it's coming from a place of love. So, you know, relationships might tend to take a turn if we just do things out of obligation instead of out of love. And same for them. You know, they should be doing things not because they feel obligated to you, but because they feel genuine, like, I want to do this for you. So maybe take a little look into your relationships, and where have they become more of a contract than an actual loving relationship, whatever form that may come in. So and maybe there's some that you need to let go, because I mean, you know, maybe sometimes people just stay together because they've been together for a long time, or maybe they're you know, they feel like, well, I have to keep this person in my life because they're family. Well, you know, sometimes we have to let certain people go, especially if they're toxic and they're hurting us. You know, I think that sometimes a lot of us, we put ourselves last and we say, oh, it's okay because it's just me. Well, you're part of the universe. You're part of the whole, right? So if you allow yourself to be hurt, you're hurting everybody else too. So kind of think about it that way. So what are some relationships you might have to take that little collar off? Say, peace out, devil man. Hasta luego, diablo. And yeah, so, okay. And our very last section, career. And I got a happy little tea mug, or coffee if you drink coffee, but I drink tea. So tea, hello. Oh, we have the Ten of Swords. Nice. You might be like, 10 of Swords. No, it's awesome. Ten of Swords, what do we have here? Ten of Swords, we are having an ending to something when it comes to career. Some of you may be actually, in January, ending a career. Peace out, career. I'm going to go do this now. Or I'm not doing this particular thing in this job anymore. Or it could be like a side thing that you're doing, and you know, you've kind of lost the whole love for it, so you're just not doing it anymore. But there's definitely an ending coming in terms of somebody's like career, side business, or like what they're doing within that career. They might be taking on a different role, you know, it may be. So with this little coffee break or this little tea break, is take it all in stride. This is not a time for panic and oh my gosh. It's time to just be like, yeah, just like drink my little tea, just yeah. This change was needed. Sip, sip. That's just what I'm getting, that this is a good thing. This is good. No need for panic. Absolutely not. Alrighty, you guys, my homies, my friends, I love you all. I can't wait to see what 2021 has in store for us. I can't wait to, in my own life too, there's some changes going on of the readings that I've been doing, a lot of big changes for a lot of people. So this is great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not saying that, you know, it's going to be easy, but I will say that I know for sure that once you get past some of the more difficult stuff, what lies on the other side is amazeballs. You guys are going to dig it. So use January, use actually this entire year as a time for reflection. What are you going to do with it? Think about what came up in terms of health. You guys are on the right track. What came in terms of you know, your energetic exchange with like money, with your time. Just make sure that you're not spreading yourself too thin, and you're not like emptying your wallet and or your spiritual gas tank, you know. So and then again, just recap, you know, when it comes to relationships, you know, which relationships are you just in because you feel obligated instead of it being a service to you and the other person. Remember, you know, sometimes just because you stick around because you feel obligated to them, well, what about them? You know, let them be free too. And then lastly, just with career, you know, there's possibly a change in career entirely or within the career that you're already in, but hey, no worries. It's coffee break time. It's time to just sit back and enjoy this new change. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm wishing you an awesome 2021. Let me know in the comment section down below, like, what are your resolutions if you do resolutions? I pretty much, like, when I want to do something, I do that any time of year. But, you know, I come up with a word for the year. And so I have to come up with my word for the year. So maybe you have a word for the year. Maybe you have, you know, some sort of collage thing that you put together and you put on your wall. So what are you guys doing for the start of this new 2021? But yeah, that's it for me, spiritual homies. If you dug this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding, ding, ding notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, where you will find a lot of different types of readings, my room and body sprays, my salves, my travel witch altar pendants, ancestral altar pendants, my rainbow bridge pendants to honor your furry, feathery, scaly loved ones. You'll also find my Wally's World Oracle, which was community created and community funded last year, May of last year. And I have the Leon Mystery School. So if you're looking to enhance your knowledge, if you're looking to share knowledge with others and have great conversations while learning something new for the new year, then definitely go check it out. And I have a newsletter. It's absolutely free on my website to sign up. I hit your inbox on the 1st of every month. That's the only time I hit your inbox. So actually, since today's the 1st, everybody who signed up for the newsletter just got the newsletter. and they won't hear from me again until February 1st. But it has witchy DIYs, arts and crafts DIYs, channels that I'm watching, decks that I'm using, etc., etc. If that interests you, then definitely go check it out. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. Have a lot of goodies over there, plus everything that they do to help support me helps me to create more and do more for you spiritual homies. So definitely go check it out. I appreciate each and every one of you. And that's it for me. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Happy 2021. Peace out.